So I've been really bad, haven't I, putting up something on my YouTube channel. I'll be dead honest. We are absolutely flat out, at Bridgewater Construction. Rob is away pretty much most of the time. I've just put some sun cream on my face because I had a treatment done yesterday. And I'll be honest, my skin needs hydration. So as I'm talking to you, I'm just going to up and put my sun cream on at the same time. So if I look like a ghost, I apologise. But one thing about this channel, it's about the proper insight into our life within Bridgewater Construction, Bridgewater Homes, our personal life, everything. So you guys get a full insight to what we're about. So quick refresh. Don't forget, I'm Hannah. I'm Rob's head sales lead at Bridgewater Construction UK Limited. I'm also a full-time parent. I'm also a mental health advocate, and for me it's all about making sure that my farmers in the here and now feel supported and held. So let's talk a little bit about today about Bridgewater and what we do. So of course we have been in business over 10 years now. We are one of the leading steel framed farming construction companies in the UK. We are nationwide. We offer a full turnkey. So with us, it's everything from the groundworks right the way through concrete floors, foundations, erecting. And my Rob is very territorial in the sense where he takes full control of the foundations, the concrete floors and everything, because we've learned from our competitors, we've learned from people that have been contractors for us, everything. We tend to keep as much of it as possible in-house because then we're in full control of it, and then we're able to kind of like manage that in a certain way where everything hits its milestone for end game. And what I mean by end game is the finished product. That is when the building is up, it's done, it's looking green, it's looking like you want to go and invite your friends around for a barbecue outside the building to celebrate. That is what we're all about, Bridgewater. We don't cut corners. If anything, we over-engineer our farm buildings because we want them to be the best. I want someone to drive past my building or Rob's buildings on the road and go, flaming hell, that's a building. That is the shed of dreams, right? So for me, that's what it's all about. Organically, the leads tend to come through social media, they come through the website, but with Bridgewater, really, it's reputation. I get phone call upon phone call upon phone call upon phone call about buildings. Hence why I've been able to kind of like now set up my YouTube channel, because I feel like I've got content. I've got so much content. I've got like 6 years of buildings, of foundations, of erecting, of concrete floors. But then alongside that, I've been a parent. I'm a mum to 2 stepchildren and to 3 children that live with me most of the time. My eldest, however, lives over in Norfolk, but he's like 17, lives with his dad, and that's he's driving and got his life going on. As I have sometimes 4 kids under 9 or 2 kids under 9. That's what it's like. I am in a blended situation, so I co-parent pretty well with Rob's ex-partner Rosie, so we kind of work together as a bit of a team. I've got some really lovely friends, and who has become my friends really have been the farmers. You guys are my friends, so of course in me, I'll talk to you. We message each other, and I think it's important that I'm able to kind of like take you through step by step, what a steel frame farming construction company is all about. So of course for me, I do the sales, right? So everything comes through me first and foremost. I'm not full of shit. I don't bullshit my farmers. I tell them exactly as it is, as it is on the tin. I try not to overpromise. We don't underdeliver. Bridgewater don't. We work really hard to make sure that end game is a massive masterpiece of a product. And I'm always very transparent. So you're able to kind of see my day-to-day running through my other social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, and of course on TikTok, which I've just set up now. I'm actually quite enjoying that. It's just getting into the habit of doing it. So when somebody comes on the phone to me, this is what first and foremost happens. I will get my little inquiry form. I work from home. We manufacture our buildings though in Stoke-on-Tern, so that's about 15 minutes that way. And we've got a full operation going on over there where all the buildings are fabricated. We've got a full office, accounts department, everything over there. But because I am the one that's at home holding the fort, because Rob's away a lot, I do all my sales from home. So I sit here, I chat away, I'll go for a run, I'll run around the field, I'll be chatting to the farmer. Sometimes I'm pushing a pushchair, I'm on the phone. But everything comes through me to start with. So what happens is you will give me a call, right? and I'll get my inquiry form out, and it's a very, very methodical system. So just tell me what you want. Sometimes people email me planning drawings. I have to kind of navigate my way through to fill out the inquiry form, and then I pass that inquiry form then over to Chris, who works for me part-time as my sales estimator. At Bridgewater, there are 2 people in sales, right? There's Chris that estimates, and it's me that sales. I haven't got a big team of people that work with me. I am it. Hi, me. I do all the sales at Bridgewater. So everything that you see up online, concrete floors, buildings, erecting, everything, that is because I have sold it. And I do that round my family, my life, my dogs and everything. I don't sit at a desk 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and watch the clock and have an hour for me lunch. I don't. I am relentless, I'm hardworking, I am bloody resilient, and there is nobody who is like the steel queen in this industry, and there isn't. Sorry to say it, competitors, but nobody can touch me. You can't. The only way you can touch me is by chipping me down on price. And I'll be honest with you, I am not like that. For me, I believe in a firm, fair fight when it comes to orders. I will not scrimp on quality, and I will not scrimp on the brand. You know, for us, I class it as the BMW of steel frame buildings, and we are, and that's where I want to sit with. I don't play around with all this chipping down and rubbish. I don't. I'll give you a price, right? And it's quite simple. I'll be competitive, I'll do my absolute best, but you know what? You want the best, you want a BMW, then you come along to me. We are a medium-sized farm and construction company, and we're not supersonic, we're not massive. You know, what we try and do is we try and have a portfolio of people that are in our sort of like, you know, remit. And what I mean by that is, yes, we're nationwide. I focus heavily on the arable world, I'll be honest with you, but then also I'm how can I put it, you know, I've built these wonderful relationships up now with lots of livestock farmers. I struggled to start with, I'll be honest, with livestock farmers. I think it was a case of, because I'm not from farming background, so I'm not, but it was very much, I've had to work really hard to get to know you, and you've had to get to know me, hence why the social media helps, because of course it's that transparent relationship going on, and it's great fun, and I love it. So of course, for me, I'm going to try really hard to get you guys footage and to upload it onto YouTube, so you can get to know who we are, what we're all about. And there's no videographers here, there's no editors, there's no nothing. I do everything. Sales, social media, the YouTube channel. I haven't got anybody that follows me around on a camera or anything like that. It's raw footage, it's insight, and it's what it's like running a family business around a family. So like, subscribe, enjoy, and most importantly, what I really, really want you to do is to tell people the steel queen of farm construction has now got a YouTube channel. So watch her, learn and listen. And one thing I was going to say is about Bridgewater Construction, we have one boss. One. Not a team of directors, not a fleet, not a board meeting. There is one. Robert Arthur Stubbs, right? He is everything in that company, and he can do everything from drive the bloody lorries right the way through to erecting them sheds. He can literally do everything in the business. So you will see Rob a lot. He very much is in the background of things, and he is, because he's not like me for, you know, right out there and talking to you. But our system works. We have just grown at quite a rate over the past 12 months, I'll be honest with you. We've gone, you know, to another, you know, the kind of people that we're working with now, and the kind of companies and the kind of farmers that we're dealing with, you know, they implicitly trust us with their projects. And it's very hard when you're working alongside like QSs and different people like that, because they have to work to a schedule, right? But anybody who's in construction knows one thing: there's a schedule, but things come along and they happen. And that's quite challenging, to try and have that balance of when things happen, how to be reactive in that situation and how to get it sorted for them. So follow along and enjoy. Right, I'm going now because I've got a load of quotes to do while my George is asleep. And that's what it's like. And yeah, it is a Saturday. And yeah, I'm working, because that's what it's like when you work for yourself. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, go Marines.